Picture an ancient human. You probably imagine someone old, frail, and dying at 35, a prehistoric senior citizen. Ancient at an age when you're just getting started, it's one of the most repeated facts in all of history. Ancient humans had a life expectancy of just 35 years. There's just one problem: it's completely wrong. The number is a statistical illusion. And once you understand why, it changes everything you think about being human. Let's start with that famous number. When scientists say the average life expectancy was 35, they mean the average age of death across everyone. But an average can lie to you. Imagine just two ancient humans. One dies as a baby. The other lives a long, full life and dies old at 70. So what's their average lifespan? Halfway between them. But notice something. Neither of them actually died at that age. One barely lived at all. The other grew old. The average describes a person who never even existed. So why was the real average so low? One brutal reason: child mortality. For most of human history, being born was the most dangerous thing you would ever do. There were no vaccines, no antibiotics, no clean hospitals. A common infection could kill a newborn in days. Historians estimate that nearly half of all children died before they grew up. Half. Almost every family buried children. It was a constant expected tragedy, and every one of those tiny deaths got counted into the average, dragging the famous number way down. But here is the part nobody tells you. If you survived childhood, your life expectancy shot up dramatically. An ancient human who reached the age of 15 could reasonably expect to live into their 60s. Many reached their 70s, some lived even longer. The frail caveman dying of old age at 35 is a myth. Your ancestors had grandparents, they had wrinkles, grey hair, and decades of hard-won wisdom. And this isn't just a comforting theory, we can see it in their bones. Skeletons of ancient hunter-gatherers show clear signs of old age: worn-down joints, old healed injuries, teeth ground down from a lifetime of chewing, bodies that lived long, hard, and full lives. We see the same thing in modern hunter-gatherer tribes, groups who still live much like our ancestors did. If they survive childhood, their most common age of death is around 70, not 35, and those old people were not useless extra mouths to feed. In a world with no books and no internet, the oldest person in the tribe was the internet. They remembered where to find water in a drought. They remembered the last great famine, and how the tribe survived it. They knew which plants would heal you, and which ones would kill you. An old human was a living library. Losing one was like a library burning to the ground. Evolution kept us alive long past our breeding years for a reason. Grandparents helped their grandchildren survive. Scientists even call it the grandmother hypothesis. So why does the 35 myth refuse to die? Because it quietly makes us feel superior. It lets us believe modern life rescued us from a short, brutal existence. And modern medicine truly is a miracle. It crushed child mortality. More of us survive to grow old than ever before. But the maximum human lifespan has barely changed. A healthy human has always been able to live 70, 80, even 90 years. Your distant ancestor sitting by a fire 30,000 years ago could have lived just as long as you. They were not a weaker, lesser creature. They were you. So the next time you hear that ancient humans died at 35, remember the old hunter with grey hair and a lifetime of scars. Remember the grandmother who kept her whole tribe alive. They didn't die young, we just learned to count them wrong.